great story I like to tell is, a client, someone calls me and says, I need to sell my house. So I go over, I walk the home, listen to the client, and she's very agitated. She's kind of seems angry. And so I always ask people, why do you want to move? To sort of find out where they're at. And this particular lady said, well, my knees are bad and laundry's downstairs and I can't do laundry anymore and I gotta move. I just really sensed from her that she didn't really want to move and she was angry at her body for getting old and not allowing her to go down to the basement to do laundry. So rather than pulling out my listing agreement and saying, great, let's sign this and let's sell your home, I said to her, well, we have space on the main floor. Why don't we move the laundry up here? That means that your reason for moving is now gone because now you can still do laundry. So she kind of looked at me funny and thought about it and, and said, okay, well, I'll call you soon. I'm going to give it some thought. 3 or 4 months later, she calls me and she then says to me, you know what? I'm now ready to go. So what I did in essence was put control back in her hands, right? She was feeling like the layout of the home and her mobility issues were forcing her to move when she really wasn't ready to move, or she didn't feel like she was ready to move. By providing a solution to her problem, I then gave her pause to sit back and say, okay, so if I don't have to move because of laundry downstairs, I can stay. Do I want to stay? So then she started looking at, the yard's large, I don't have time, I don't really want to cut the grass. I'm kind of lonely, actually, because all my friends have moved away. So it then gave her some pause to think about what did she really want to do as opposed to being forced to do. And then she came to that conclusion herself on her own time with nobody pressuring her that, yes, she in fact was ready to move from this home to her next step of her life, and she was excited. And then her energy was completely different, right? Because now she controlled it. It wasn't her aging body controlling it or anybody else. And that's really important to me as a realtor working with seniors is you need to be ready to go when you're ready for whatever reasons you are. Sometimes, you have to give the client the respect deserved and let them tell you what do you want to do.